yo.
Honestly, it's really difficult
I really choke it on this madness, yo.
down immediately. It starts to bend, and then the little thing.
Now you're ready for this.
So we're gonna perfect that one a little bit.
Go get ready. My team, my people crazy. You better like it. Go get ready. My people crazy. You better like it. It's not something on your heart to surrender. Crazy girl. It's not something on your heart to surrender. Go get ready, man. It's a great time. That's how we do it, man. It's about the time. We got to end it, but we'll end it. It's a desert, rico tu caliente. Give me this one fight, girl. I'm here to conquer, girl. You know the business, I'm dangerous. My trigger on the body, the party just started. My body's in an area. Look at boy bad, boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. And look at boy bad, boy in the place, ain't nobody bad. Hurry up, big man, careful, girl. So girl, this reggaeton 10 times, girl. It's not something on your heart to surrender. Pretty girl. It's not something on your heart to surrender. Go get it, man. It's a pretty time. That's how we do it, man. It's about the time. Go get ready. Big man thing. My people crazy. You better like yo. Yeah, Central Africa. Yeah, and king on this madness.
I did pull up on the mirror, got my step, you fire, my demon, you wanna back it, you shit, that's what I'm a people, put that me out, you let my band, put up on it, my band, again, really your hashtag, take it to my band, but this is the one, my name, I'm wanna die to you, so go feed you, get to my band, I did it, what's up for the D, I'm for the party,
it's not something on your heart to surrender. Pretty girl. It's not something on your heart to surrender. Go get it, man. It's a pretty time. That's how we do it, man. It's about the time. Go get it, man. It's a pretty time. That's how we do it, man.
Imagine the toughest game atmosphere. Now imagine if that was the only basketball you ever knew. Like growing up in New York, you'd either be forced to quit or adapt. So be grateful for the times that are too hard to handle, and seek to have as many of those moments as you can find. What up, y'all? Hey, how you guys doing today? What's up? Hey, we're on Wednesday, hump day, what up? And we hopefully you guys are working out every single day. Hopefully you guys are getting better and better and better. It's weird not seeing you guys. Like, since we go into our Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, we're not doing Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've been doing that forever. I thought I was going to do it for the rest of my life. It's weird taking days off, honestly. It is very, very strange taking days off. But hopefully you're not taking those days off, because I'm not. I'm working on stuff. We're working on stuff. Trying to figure things out for this weekend's tryouts and everything like that. But hopefully you guys are posting homework. We will check that in a moment. All right. For right now, what do we have here on the slate? If you're here, check it in the comment section. Let me know that you are here. All right. We have our monthly challenge coming up here soon. All right. So you should have already been doing it. You should already have it printed out. All right. But again, for the monthly challenge, let me go ahead and just bring this page up. I'm going to come to this page a lot. If you're on our website, again, I mean, all I can do is try to help. Why aren't I centered? Come on, dude. All I can do is try to help. All I can do is try to help you make the NBA. And we have the route. But I mean, if you don't want to do it, then you don't want to do it. But if you come to this page and you click on the school section right there, you can see everything that we do. Everything that we do, and you should be doing it. Why should I be doing it? I don't know, because you want to become awesome. But I'm only going to become like the best high school player ever. It's not going to be worth it. It's going to be stupid. Oh, I'm going to have state championship and like a cool girlfriend and like score 30 points a game. Oh, that doesn't sound good because it's not the NBA. Well, I'm sorry. But you might make the NBA. I know sure as hell you won't make the NBA if you're doing nothing. Alright? So if you go to this page again, click on challenges, you can to scroll down to the homework section where you see the homework for this month is August, the shot chart, and you want to print it out, or I guess you can draw it out. Alright? Taz has been the only body doing this stuff, so make sure that you guys try to keep up to my man Taz. Alright, try to keep up to him. Try your hardest to keep up to him. He's posting stuff, but here's the shot chart. Here's all the instructions. If you want to do it, you can do it. If you don't, I guess you win. You win. I lost. You're not going to make the NBA. Congratulations, you won. Or you lost. See, it's so weird. It's so weird. Alright, the whims of kids. Alright, moving on, we got our tryouts this weekend. Okay, the tryouts this weekend. I thought that they were going to be like a disaster for a little bit when we only had like 5 people sign up, or like 1 person signed up in Centennial. Then I shot out some reminder emails to some people, and they got the ball really rolling. Okay, so we're going to have at least 20 people in each spot. That's 80 new kids. Wait, but some of them are ours, so it's maybe like 50, maybe like 30, if only like half of them join. But still, a whole bunch of new kids. So much so that we can hold our own weekend games. All right, coming up, not this weekend, but the following weekend, we have our own weekend games coming up here, depending on how many people that we get signed up. But hopefully we have 2 teams a pop, or at least 2 teams per like grade level, I guess. Like there should be like an elementary, middle school, and high school team. That's what I'm gunning for, and then we can at least play against each other. And then maybe try to like lure some other teams into our little tournament deal. We'll try to figure it out. Get some random gym time just to have you guys playing some games with some refs. I'll pay for it. Everything's like that taken care of, because we don't play again until after Labor Day. So that's a while away, probably like 2.5 weeks. We've already gone 2 weeks without playing, so I'm done without playing. I need you guys to get us some games. So these trials should help with that. But for this weekend, if you guys were like, hey, we don't have enough workouts. We don't have Tuesday, Thursdays. Okay. Then, well, we haven't had Saturday, Sunday either, right, with the open gyms and shooting. Now we have way more than that. All right, we have enough to make up for it if you want to come to all these workouts coming up here soon. And the workouts are called tryouts. I'm calling them tryouts, but it's really just a workout. And the first hour of it is a workout, all right, where we have 2 hours in each location. So 4 hours on Saturday, 4 hours on Sunday. All right, and there's a break in the middle and things like that. All right, but basically you'll be going for 1 straight hour doing a workout. Then we'll talk for like 10 minutes, and then we'll come back and play for 50 minutes. You're going to play in a variety of ways, but we'll finish up by playing 5 on 5. All right, so you guys will get a chance to play. Because I know kids want to play, but I would also love to see these new kids actually play. If we can finagle some coaches to be refs, we might do that as well. All right, so come to the tryouts. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, you're basically going to be getting your games like that. So, all right. Next is our roster page. I revamped the roster page. So if you notice it and it's slightly different, that's why. That's what happened. So on our page, I'm thinking about like how I'm going to do this for the entirety of the website. But for right now, on our page, again, you can get to our page by going to Limitless Hoops, clicking on Updates, or basically any page. Just scroll down until you get to our logo right there. All right, and then on our page, we click on the roster section. And now the roster section has team leaders. Just like it did before, but now there's stars next to people right there. Okay, special cool stars. If you get a star, you get $1 million. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. The stars, those stand for people who have signed up for the next 2 years. All right, and then we have our team members right there. We have our historical leaders with Ian Salmon. We got our team. Our team leaders is just everyone listed in alphabetical order by last name. All right, so you get to see who's winning for this year, no matter where you are. Right here we have team birthdays, the ones that are coming up before the end of the year. All right, and then above that you can see again. I said historical leaders, but if you look on the bottom of this list, number 33, 33rd place is Connor Rush, right there with 403 workouts. And I mean, look at the stagger of this. Within his next 100 workouts, he can go up to Blake Bastani's level. And then not that many people have reached this level. And then we got all our 600s, all our 700s, all our 800s. Only a few people have even delved that high, like Ian Salmon, Ben Levy, and Derek Cotarba. All right, it's a hard thing to do to continue, especially when with this spread out like this, as you can see. If Ian Salmon's coming that often and no one else coming that often, obviously he's coming more often than people are there. So he's usually going alone. Maybe not alone, but definitely not with like someone like who is his counterpart. Same with Ben Levy. He came to all of our morning things, like I think 5 days a week in the morning. Derek Cotarba and his brother, they came together, but obviously not with other people. Morgan Gutzwiller is the highest girl on this list. Obviously she was working out with guys a lot. So look at this and realize how lonely it's going to be to strive for something that high. But Connor is inching in there pretty well. So great job, Connor. Moving on, we got... Is that it? Yeah, that's our monthly challenge. All right, moving on, we got our quote of the day. Let's check that out. The quote of the day is aim for the highest. All right, aim for the highest. What I would say about this quote, who's it by? Andrew Carnegie, like Carnegie Hall, I guess. Aim for the highest. It sounds very cliche. It sounds like it's just like a whatever sort of thing, but it's not. Very few people actually go for it all. Very few people actually go for the gusto, go for like the end all be all of their dreams. Normally people, like a ridiculous amount of people, just go to like live life as regularly as possible, and then they don't regret it until like maybe they're way old, or maybe they don't regret it at all. But I assure you, if you could aim for like your highest goal and truly go there, yeah, you're gonna probably be disappointed and fail, but you're gonna end up being in places that you never thought you would have ever been without that. So aim for the highest. And what this reminds me of is something that I just learned. I just learned this stuff like yesterday. I never knew this. I mean, I kind of heard about it, but I didn't know how real it was. When people climb Mount Everest, there are landmarks along the way, so they can be like, here we go, we're halfway up. Oh, look, we're 3/4 up now, and these landmarks are dead bodies. There's hundreds of dead bodies that are just frozen there. They're so cold that even like their outfits are still perfectly preserved.
but they're just dead ice, like dead ice, yeah, like literally frozen, and it's crazy. And I was like, okay, you mean like you can kind of see them with like binoculars, or like they're way underneath the ice, you can kind of see them? No, they're like above the ice, and it's crazy. I don't know if I'll get in trouble for showing you guys this, but it's my show and my program, so I can do whatever I want. But one of their names is Green Boots, because they never identified the guy, because he died with his face down, and Green Boots looks like this on Mount Everest. They say it might be this guy, it might be that guy, but there goes Green Boots. I mean, it's just insane. It's just frozen like that, and people pass by it all the time. I guess the Chinese government finally moved it, but man, like, could you imagine that? And there's some crazy dreams out there, guys. And I assure you that if you're aiming for the highest, your dream probably isn't going to be this high. Maybe don't aim this high, but you aim high. And I'm not trying to scare you away, but only here will you be dying, okay? In basketball, you won't have such a fate. Trust me, okay? You won't be like Green Boots, but you might get made fun of because you're going for the NBA, and they're like, you're so silly, but that's about it. This won't happen to you. So if Green Boots could do it, if Green Boots could go that way, I mean, here's a Wikipedia article. It's not that bad. But yes, aim for the highest. But don't be like Green Boots. Don't aim too high. That's the quote of the day. Aim for the highest. Hope that I taught you guys something. You're welcome. If I grossed you out, my bad. All right, moving on. We got our itinerary for today, yesterday, tomorrow. All right. The ones that we did last week were the high school ones. That was favorite underdog one-on-one. Oh, the cool story about that one was we had Sawyer, the female, kicking the butt of the male and Ethan. Alright, I told Sawyer that she should win this game because Ethan's not that experienced. Alright, she's like a year or two older. Alright, and but I said no, don't just win it. I said kill him like that. And she went out there, and I saw it was going kind of back and forth. He got a few rebounds, he got a point. That's all that I saw. And afterwards, I was like, great job beating him, but you didn't kill him. She goes, I beat him 11-1, and I was like, not good enough for me. I honestly thought that she could get around for like layups, but she was shooting these hook shots, and she wasn't making every single one. But I thought she could score like 11 out of like 15 against him, but it was way more than that she ended up shooting. So I thought she could have beat him by even more. But that's the favorite underdog game, and I'm not sure who was the favorite for that game. I should ask next time that I see her. But that's a fun game. Then we had last second shots, weave rebounds, athletic spin to reverse, pick and roll, retreat, then beat, ball drop, layup. Hopefully you guys worked on all those things on your own as well. Stuff that we will be working on later this week are one-on-one, no steals, no blocks, make 15 threes in 3 minutes. That is a great goal. Practice that goal. Especially those of you guys out there like Noah Masseth who swears, I can shoot now. If you can shoot, then get that goal. Line jumps to shots, tap series is a great one for guards, and then 21-by-3 jumps, and then quick ball touches. All right, how fast can you jump over and over and over and over again? The ones that we're working on for tonight, shell drill. It's kind of boring, but we'll make it exciting. Okay. Then defensive free throw, box out, lots of cones drill, on count quick dribbles, lane slides, and then post big seal to score. All right. So we are meeting at Sport Access, so heads up for that. And Sport Access is the bigger gym, but it only has 2 hoops, makes it so packed and so weird, but we will figure that out, especially since we have line slides, on count quick dribbles, lots of cones. Those things don't need a basket. All right, so we'll probably do the shell drill one together, and then the post big seal to score could be one rotation, defensive free throw box that could be the other rotation. Yeah, we will definitely figure this out. We can get our shots up doing those 2 drills. We'll figure it out. But yes, heads up for a fun workout. Show up, show out, and take care of business. Let's check the homework. What do we have for the homework? Workout shot chart. Nice job. Noah Masseth. Per always. All right. Great job, Noah. With the ball pickup layup from last week, that must be hard to scrape a ball off the ground like that. Dang, great job with that. The hardest step back, working on that. The mic is so he's also doing the Sunday workouts as well. Great job. We got Kieran triple cross repeat. All right. The triple cross repeat. Was that a homework assignment? I know it used to be a homework assignment for I think April is that one. Not really sure. Forgot. Is it September? I have no idea. But he's doing that. Maybe we had it for an upcoming workout. I'm not really sure. But either way, working on stuff. Always work on stuff. Keep that ball low. Great job, you guys. All right, let's check the story of the day. Watch it, then we'll talk about it. Develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. All right, so right there we got discouragement, failure, success. Discouragement, failure, success. All right, DFS. All right, discouragement, failure, success. You need those three things. All right, and in your life. All right, and especially the discouragement and failure part, because that will just lead to success. So really, you just need discouragement and failure. All right, and it's a weird backwards thing because we know that we need encouragement to keep going, right? But discouragement has an effect on us because we are human beings, like it or not. All right, and it would be nice to say that all we need is positive encouragement. All we need is this. But if that's all that you get, you're going to be a spoiled bunch. All right? It's the discouragement that pushes many of us to extreme levels. All right? And then the failures as well, because when you hit the failures and you hit the discouragements, it tells you where your limits are. Otherwise, if all you're doing is being encouraged, you're right within your comfort zone. So you're striving for things, right? And you want to be like, let's say, an A-rated player, right? But you're only doing B-rated things or C-rated things. And you keep doing those things, and those things are easy because they're only C-rated, all right? And you want to one day become A-rated, but that's not how it works. Because you're gonna keep seeing the C's, and then you're gonna be ready to go on. But they can't take the chance because you might be discouraged. They can't take the chance because you might fail. So they're gonna keep you at the level that they know that you can do. If you always do what you've always done, and you always do what you can do, or that what you know you can do, you're never gonna be anything more. All right. If you always just like stay in the same town, basically, if you grew up in the same town, you never moved away, you never did anything else, and your dream is to like conquer the world, well, you're not going to really get there because you're not taking a step outside of your comfort zone, outside of your home, outside of your beginning point. All right, so it's failure, it's discouragement and failure. They're going to bring you to amazing heights. So if you feel discouraged because you lost the game, that's good. If you feel good that you lost the game, well, that's not good. All right, so that's actually not another step below. That's like being pathetic. All right, but if you're like, we lost, that means that you're in a position where you need to overcome something. And if you go out to work for those things, then you're good because, man, like you might go out there and score like 50 points in a game against some people who are bad, and maybe that might encourage you to shoot more. Possibly. You'll be so hyped, you'll be like, I can make the NBA, yeah! And then you're going to go shoot 1,000,000 shots. Maybe. But much more likely, you're going to get your butt kicked by someone, see them, and then say, I need to get in the lab to work. All right? And even if it was the other way, if you were kicking butt 50-point games and you're playing against nobody, it's so much harder to chase no one than it is to run away from someone. I mean, it's weird because, like, if you're already winning, you're gonna go slower. It's how it is. But now if something's gonna catch you, or if you want to catch something, that's when like you start like running a lot harder. And I don't know which one is which for you guys. If you're lucky enough to have the person running after you like a dog, then that's a very special situation where like someone's coming after you like that. But usually there's people out in front of you. And if you want to catch them, I don't know which one you're going to run faster. If a dog's chasing you or if you're running after $1 million. But whichever one it is, you need to figure out which one that you are. But both of them need to be like galvanized by your discouragement of not being content where you are right now, if that makes sense. All right. If you love where you are and you're like the most perfect thing ever, congratulations, you're done. All right. But if you're like, this is not as good as I want to be, I want to get better, then that's how you react. And that's the discouragement that I'm talking about here. All right? So discouragement plus failure, it leads to success. Don't ever get it twisted. All right. Let's check our movie of the day and our challenge. Movie of the day is Major League Part 2. Part 2. Deux is French for two. Part dos. Parte dos. All right. Part Chinese. Anyone else? Ichi ni Nissan. San is 3. Anyways, but yes, we have Major League Part 2. The part 1 is an epic movie. With Rick Wild thing Bond in it, and like all these other cast of amazing characters, like for a baseball like movie that really changed the game of comedy. This was like my first time really watching like a slapstick, purely sports movie. There's been other movies that have like kind of like been into sports, but this is like this movie. This series of movies were like the first time that I saw it, where it was just like outstandingly funny and still had like a little premise. Part 2 was more of like our favorites brought back. It wasn't as good as part 1, but it's still a pretty great movie. Okay, it has more characters than just this guy running inside the wall, but it has a whole bunch of characters, and it goes. It becomes way more outlandish than part 1, but it still had a pretty decent storyline. They like mixing a love story and things like that. But I would definitely say it's a good movie. It's the movie of the month for which grade is it? Let me find out. For the 8th graders. This is your 8th grade movie of the month. Major League 2. You had Major League Part 1 last month. This is Major League 2. Watch it, and your challenge for the day is to take on day 18. Take on day 18, your choice. I think I should say of your choice of the Hall of Fame workout. Take on day 18 of your choice of the Hall of Fame workout. Feel free to choose a new workout daily. What's up, Noah Massive? Hey, Kieran and Declan Louth. Take on day 18 of your choice of the Hall of Fame workout. Feel free to choose a new workout daily. See details online and to download the app that will supply you with unique drills each day. Keep it up. We no longer need an app. But if you want to go to our website again, I will show you how to get there to the Hall of Fame section. This is how you get there. On Limitless Hoops, on the main page, you click on Legends. And right here under Legends, you can scroll down and you can view the workouts of these legends. So here's the Michael Jordan one. Here's the LeBron one, Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Magic Johnson, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dennis Rodman, Kevin Durant, and then Gary Payton as well. All right. Here, so you can see them all, and if you click on them, like for instance, if you click on like let's say the Dennis Rodman one, it'll bring you to a page with Dennis Rodman, nicknamed the Worm. Dennis Rodman is known for his fierce defensive and rebounding abilities, but yes, it'll give you basically like a strength and conditioning workout. Strength again, speed he had, finishing layups, jumping, inside scoring, foot, post play, strength and mentality because he was a very smart player, and each one is set up for that particular player. So these are all Dennis Rodman's like his drills. Whereas if you click on like let's say the Larry Bird one, that one will give you a whole bunch of like shooting drills. Shooting, ball handling, shooting like that, because that was his deal, right? So all these workouts are geared and they are random. So if you click on refresh, it'll give you a whole bunch of new drills, so you can decide. And you can find these drills in the school section underneath drills. You can type them in to see an example of them if you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, those are the Hall of Fame workouts. I just got out of school. Welcome. Oh, I forgot school's in session now. You can re-watch the show on your own time. I am dying. My apologies, everybody. Yes. But yes, with school getting out, might be tough to get her at 4. Remember, we're just playing around with this time, but it's the time that I might need to get from city to city. We'll see what we're going to do on time. But yes, you can always rewatch the show. No worries. All right, let's move on. We got our trivia question. So you guys came just in time for trivia. All right, the trivia question today is, how can I ask it? All right, I had it
on a tab opened. Where is this thing? There it goes right there. Okay, here we go. All right, the trivia question today is, who was the first... Okay, so Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he played in so many seasons, like more than 20 seasons. He's a center. He's a big dude, okay? But the question is, who was the first guard in NBA history to play at least 20 seasons? That's the question. Who was the first NBA guard to play in at least 20 seasons? Who is that person? Can you answer the question? Who was the first guard in NBA history to play more than 20 seasons? That's 2 decades, guys. I'm not even 20 years old yet. That is long. Okay, I'm way older than 20. I'm sorry. But yes, who was the first guard to play in at least 20 NBA seasons? Man, I can think of a few guards that are old. Think about people who are balding, maybe, like me. Wait, is the answer me? I don't even know. No, I'm not the answer. I never played in the NBA. But there's been some old dudes. Remember that big dude, that Andre guy, who backed down people from the Nuggets? We got an answer. Jaden Size, Kobe, Bean, Brian. That is the answer right there. Great job, Jaden Size. Now I got to add your name to our list. Let's see, Jaden, and then Size, like that. Did I spell it correctly? That is correct. And now you are at 1 point right there, Jaden. Great job. Kieran just too slow, but Jaden got the answer right, so that makes it Kieran with 4, Noah with 2, Connor Rush with 1, and now Jaden has 1, and it's closer and closer to, but by the end of the month, you get a coin for winning the trivia. Great job. Let's check to see what we're doing for our new stuff. Andre Miller was the guy that I was thinking of. Yeah, he was pretty old. I think he played until he was like 38 or so, but not 20 years though. Alright, what's the last thing that we're talking about today? Oh, the rivalries, returns, and rookies. I had a question for you guys. What is your favorite rivalry? Whether it be a player, a team rivalry, because I don't know if we do rivalries anymore. There's so many different storylines, and all the teams change all the time, so it's hard to develop this huge thing. The Boston Celtics and the Lakers used to be the biggest rivalry ever, but now it's he played for both teams. And I remember that happening to the San Francisco Giants and the LA Dodgers with Brett Butler and all those guys, but it's weird. There's no rivalries anymore, except Giannis and James Harden, they had a little beef, right? Kobe and Shaq had their beef, but it's not rivalries. Rivalries. Who was your favorite rivalry? Was it remember when Luka and Trey were both going for the NBA Rookie of the Year? That was kind of a fun thing. Or there's Trey. Every time he goes up against the New York Knicks rivalry, that's a great one because he is willing to play the bad guy. Other bad guys are like Draymond Green. Matt Barnes used to be a bad guy. You got to love guys like that, but who's your favorite rivalry? Maybe every team because of Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant against the Golden State Warriors. But when it was back-to-back, when it kept being the Cavs and the Warriors, but then became just LeBron and the Warriors. That was a fun rivalry as well. Where we can just go from year after year after year. Do you guys have any favorite rivalries? I have no one in the comment section with the rivalry. Nobody. That's probably because there aren't any in the NBA. I always made sure that my rivals were good. When I first went to St. Mary's, they were our rivals are Santa Clara. And I was who the heck is Santa Clara? Our rivals are the best team in our conference, who is the Zags, okay? Our rivals are Gonzaga. We're not rivals with someone who sucks. I hate that crap. Who you got? School Wi-Fi is horrible. That could be a rival. That could be your rivalry is the school Wi-Fi. Screw the school Wi-Fi. All right. Anyways, that is my time. All right. Congratulations to Jaden Size. I'll see anyone who's coming to tell the workout tonight. Congrats on getting back to school, you guys. Don't forget that the quote of the day is aim for the highest. And if you didn't see this video, rewind back to when I talked about Mount Everest and all the dead bodies. I showed a dead body on my freaking live stream, dude. I hope I don't get canceled. Don't cancel me. But yes, aim for the highest. That's my time. Talk to y'all later. Peace.